Hello, hello to all the parents of the next generation. It is Megan Barella here, your positive parenting and happy home guide. If you are catching the replay, #replay and say hello. Also, if you enjoy this training, make sure you hop over to Parenting for the Next Generation Facebook group and you'll be able to join us for the upcoming complimentary Happy Home Week positive parenting experience. So a lot of times parents find me because they don't love the way that they're showing up with their children. And how many of us can relate to that, right? Not loving the way we're showing up for our kids. Whether we're feeling really overwhelmed, depleted, we shut down, we get angry, frustrated, irritated. What is important to remember in those moments, okay? In those moments, please remember that is a time of human suffering. It's not like you wake up in the morning and you're like, I can't wait to yell at those kids I have, right? You are getting upset with your children because life is stressful and you are simply responding to your real life stress. I tend to work with some of the most compassionate people on the planet. And if you identify with that, then very often you're extending your compassion, your empathetic concern and support for the misfortunes and the suffering of other people. You're extending that all outwards. And what I help you do in your happy home is to offer that back inwards to yourself. This is one of the number ways that we more fully embrace our humanity because we are all connected by the inherent and universal goodness that we have within us. It's not that other people are worthy of your compassion and support, but somehow personally, you as an individual, that you're not worthy of that, okay? We all are worthy of compassion and support. And in those times when we don't show up the way that we want to with our children, we are in a place of human suffering. And all human suffering, including your own, is worthy of compassion, support, empathy, and accessing new tools and support. So, if you connect with this message, I'd love for you to head over to the Parenting for the Next Generation, join us for the upcoming Happy Home Week, and I would love to hear, if you're not showing up ideally as a parent, are you someone that tends to shut down, to freeze up, to feel overwhelmed? Or are you someone who tends to show stress outwardly? Do you yell? Do you get angry? Do you get frustrated or irritated? Or maybe it's a combination of both, because there's a different way to support yourself through the ways that you're responding to stress. And I'll be sharing some of that in the Happy Home Week. But for this message today, hello. For this message today, just remembering that if you're not showing up the way that you want to with your children, you're experiencing some human suffering. Again, it's not like you woke up in the morning and you're like, oh, I hope I don't show up as an ideal parent today. No, that's not it at all. You're just in a place of high stress. And that compassion and empathy and support for yourself is so huge. Oh, and why? Why is the compassion piece so huge? In the Happy Home method that I share with parents, compassion is the key to your transformation. And why is that? When we're experiencing hard times as a parent, we may have self-judgment, be self-critical, blame and shame ourselves. And what that does is it creates a cap to our learning potential, because we're all going to experience parenting challenges and stress. And when we have that self-judgment, that criticism, that blame and shame, it's like a little bubble. Oh, thank you so much. They were a gift from my friend. It's like a little bubble. It's like a little cap. And what it's going to do, that cap of self-judgment and self-criticism, it's going to lock us into the very cycle that we're trying to change. So what we're trying to do is open up to the learning potential from our real life parenting and stress, and we do that through compassion. So I hope that you enjoyed today's message. Be good to yourself, and I hope to see you for the Happy Home Week complimentary 5-day Positive Parenting Masterclass kicking off September 19th. Sending all the best and lots of love and support to you and your family.